Good morning everybody and welcome back to another video. It's quite early in the morning on Sunday. It's the last day of August and it's already feeling very autumnal. I've been trying not to say it, but it's true. The mornings are quite chilly, but it does get much warmer in the afternoon. I'm starting today's video in the greenhouse because it's where the sun is right now. I could start it from the shed as usual, but it's in the shade and it's quite chilly there. I had to put a little jacket on because it is just a little bit cold. So I got back from my trip yesterday. I've been away for a week, so there's loads that needs to be harvested. I've been up since, well, I think it was about 5 AM when I woke up, and it's only about 8 AM now. So I thought I would pop out now that the sun is shining and see what needs to be harvested. I can already see that there are lots more tomatoes to do. I'm not going to film all of that because you've seen me harvest enough tomatoes. I'm going to harvest some beetroot because the beetroots are ready. And yeah, just see what else there is. And then I'll be coming back into the garden this afternoon to get on with some jobs. I really want to get the 5th bed kind of ready to start filling, mostly because the shed is just full of boxes of cardboard for the base, and I'm running out of space in there, so I want to get rid of all of that. But yeah, it's just going to be sort of quiet, gentle pottering because I'm still a bit tired from the travel and starting to think about what I'm doing with all of the harvest produce. See you in a bit. Now, Eric, you won't eat them. Do you want to eat it? No, I didn't think so. So I'm not being mean. You can have something else later. I think it's time for these guys to get harvested. Probably a bit beyond time for this one. See if we can save any. Look how much the layer of the compost bin's gone down since last time. That's just in a week. It's a healthy compost. Now I've got some little ones. I don't know when these are going to be ready. I've got a bit of basil here that could probably be picked. Oh yeah, we'll grab that one. Now I want to harvest this so that it will sprout and grow more. So I'm going to cut it there. There. That's a flower that's gone over, so I'm going to cut that off. It can go in the compost. Cut this one. Okay, my little ones are also being eaten, so I'm going to harvest as many of these as I can. Oh, something spiky in my finger. That one's covered in bugs. They're going to have to get washed off. Compost. Not compost. Ah, there's so many. And leave that. Take these to the compost and give this a really good feed. I want this giant one. Look at that. Any more? That's only a tiddly one. I'm going to see if that one grows a bit more. There's one here. That one's ready. Lovely jalapenos. And some more leaves for the compost bin. Got the leaves out of the bottom of there too. Still plenty more fruit coming on here. So yeah, still loads to harvest from this guy. I had a bit of a disaster while I was away because there was a storm and the umbrella blew down and smashed my apple tree. So I'm going to harvest all of the baby apples that were damaged from the branch that fell off, including what I thought was going to be my best eating apple. And I'm just going to turn these into probably puree, or I might just make some crumbles for the freezer. I'll leave all the rest of the apples until they are naturally ready. So what I've just done here is I've taken out all the beetroot and I've put beetroot straight back in. I was going to stay out and harvest some potatoes and some herbs, but I honestly think I've got enough to be going on with, so I'm going to start by washing and weighing everything. I will roast and eat some of the beetroots, but mostly I'm going to pickle these, and then most of these tomatoes are going to be for sun-dried tomatoes. I'm going to put them in the dehydrator. Not sure about the aubergines yet. I'll probably pickle the jalapenos, and I'm going to just chop up and stew the apples. I might can those in a hot water bath and store them in the fridge, or I might freeze them and use them for crumbles and stuff. I could do either and still use them for crumbles, but we'll see. How much space I've got in the freezer is probably the most important thing there. It's getting full.